I want to say this. The person that you think is your neighbor will be your enemy tomorrow. That sometimes revolutions eat their own children. Yes. Yeah. Government eats their own people. This government is going to punish you more than they will punish me. I'm telling you, in another 1 year, you will be crying in my office to come and represent you. I know, I can tell you.
Guys, that was James Orengo talking about revolutions and how they eat their own people. You remember, after the 2022 general election, the opposition, that is Azimio, protested. And during their protests, William Ruto used to travel abroad and leave Gachagua back to deal with the demonstrators. Gachagua would wake up early in the morning by 5 a.m. You will see him in his office planning on how to deal with those demonstrators. The water cannons, the live bullets, the tear gas. He used everything he could to suppress those demonstrations. Now it has come to haunt him. The Gen Z protest was organic. If you remember, even in Eldoret, it looked like in Eldoret it was the mother of the demonstrations. And as you know, Eldoret is the hometown of the president. But now it has come to haunt DP Gachagua. After there is that letter that was written by the DCI, a letter of inquiry into the incidences that happened during the demonstrations. There are two MPs from Embakasi. I think Embakasi West and Embakasi Central and Embakasi North. They have been implicated of planning and financing, mobilizing and financing of those Gen Z protests. Now, Rigathi Gachagua reacted. Rigathi Gachagua reacted on that letter, and this is the letter. The letter reads, this is the Rigathi Gachagua's response to that DCI letter. And I quote, "The use of the criminal justice system to manage politics is an outdated political strategy that was used in the past. President William Ruto and I, on assuming office, gave an undertaking to the people of Kenya that never again shall the criminal justice system be called upon to help in the management of politics. I am embarrassed that we are back to where we were. Harassment of my office staff and members of parliament perceived to be close to me has been going on for the last 2 months. I have learned of a scheme to prefer trumped-up charges against 3 members of my staff and the MPs for Embakasi North, Honorable James Gakuya, and Embakasi Central, Honorable Benjamin Gageru Major Donk. This evil scheme is to associate them with the violent demonstration that took place in late June, in a futile attempt to soil my name and hopefully create grounds for the mooted impeachment proceedings against me. Kenyans are very intelligent people. They know what factors made the people of Kenya to take to the streets. Kenyans also know that the real problems in Kenya are Kenyans also know what the real problems in Kenya are. They surely know Rigathi Gachagua is not among them. Let our agencies remain professional, follow the rule of law, and keep off politics." That is Rigathi Gachagua. In a rejoinder, Sudi also reacted to that letter from DP Gachagua, and he said, "Where is that? Oscar Sudi? Okay, yes. My boss, it's no longer a secret that you are the mastermind behind the dead on arrival plan to oust our president. Young people were killed in the streets, and those jailed are as a result of the money you poured to sponsor demos. Yet now you claim you are fighting for themselves. You are fighting for them. Save for the respect we have for your office. You belong to jail. That is Oscar Sudi. Unfortunately, you are using upcoming political leaders like James Gakuya, Alfred Keter, and Benjamin Gadiru after attempting to mess up political careers of brilliant leaders like Ichungwa, Kimani Kuria, Cecily Mbarire, Ndindi Nyoro, Eric Wamumbi, and all the young leaders. Just know we are woke and wise enough not to go after the piper, but the chief financier of chaos. But, sorry, let me do it again. Just know we are woke and wise enough not to go after the piper, but the chief financier of chaos. Tuko macho mbaya sana. We know what you are planning kwa hii maneno. Kwa hii maneno inakuja, lakini tuko rada. Which maneno is coming? Don't hide your ill intentions by attempting to box Mount Kenya people into a tribal cocoon. You are a Kenyan leader, and it's a shame to dwell on Siguze Murima and other stories when you know it's about your selfish agenda and not our fellow Kenyans in Central. Shame on you. Now, guys, do you think that those are words from Oscar Sudi? I don't think. In Kenyan politics, there are things that there are people who speak on behalf of their bosses. If you want to know what Raila has said, listen to Junet Mohammed. Just listen carefully to Junet Mohammed. You will know it's Raila who is speaking. If you want to, if you hear Jeremiah Kioni saying something, it has come from Uhuru Kenyatta. And if you hear Oscar Sudi saying something, the message has come from William Ruto. Now, this message to Rigathi Gachagua has come from William Ruto, not Oscar Sudi himself. It has come it has come from William Ruto. And today, the DPP has approved charges against Benjamin Mwangi, Embakasi Central, James Mwangi, Embakasi North, George, those are MPs, and then DP aides George Theuri, Martin Gunjiri, and Pius Munene. Now, the process has begun. The process of removing DP Gachagua in office has officially begun. What's your take, guys? Like our video, comment, and share. Bye-bye.